Good morning, children. Sai Ram. So, last class we have started the division chapter, isn't it? So, we have learned how to divide a number and which one is dividend, which one is divisor, isn't it? And how to check the answer, isn't it? And we have done some problems, isn't it? And I think you all have finished your worksheets also that I have given in the last class. Okay, yes. So today we are going to learn a new division method, to divide the numbers, which will be very simple and easy, and which will reduce the lengthy method. Okay, let's learn. The method is short division method. So we can use this method for sums in which the divisor is small and whose table we know. So this method can be used only when the divisor is small, and important thing is whose table we know. Okay, whose table we know, then only we can use this short division method. Okay, it will be very easy and simple, and it reduces the lengthy process. Okay, so let's see one example. Divide using both long and short division methods. So we are going to divide a number using both short division method and long division method. Okay, children. So first example is 7,642 divided by 8. 7,642 divided by 8. So first let's do short division method. Okay, children, and then we'll do long division method. Okay, this is the format for short division method. So it's like a L shape, isn't it? So we have to write the dividend inside this L shape. Okay, this is what this number will be, dividend, and we have to write the divisor outside this L shape, that is in the left corner, and the quotient will be the answer. Okay, so shall we do the short division method? Yes. So 7,642 divided by 8. So similar like this long division method, first let's consider first two digits of the dividend. Okay, we consider first two digits of the dividend. Here what are the first two digits? 7 and 6. So it becomes 76. 76, isn't it? So 9 eights are 72. 9 eights are 72, and 76 minus 72. So we have to write this 9 here. 9 eights are 72. So we have to write this 9 here, and we have to subtract 72 from 76. So before 72 from 76. So after 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. So the remaining is 4, isn't it? It's 4. So 4, and bring this next digit. What will be the next digit here? 4, isn't it? So bring this next digit here. So the number becomes 44. And 5 eights are 40, isn't it? 5 eights are 40. So we have to write this 5 here, and subtracting 40 from 44 we'll get again 4, isn't it? We'll get again 4, and bring this 2 here, so it will become 42. Again 5 eights are 40, so the remaining remainder will be 2. This 2, we have to write this remainder here, and 5 here. So what is the quotient? Quotient is 954. 955, and the remainder will be 2. Is it clear, children? So I will tell you one more time. So this is the format for short division method. It's like L shape, and we have to write the dividend inside the L shape and divisor the left corner outside the L shape. Is it clear? So like long division method, we have to consider first 2 digits of the dividend. So the number becomes 76. So 9 8s are 72. 9 8s are 72. So 76 minus 72 is 4. So 4, and bring this 4 next digit. Bring this 4 here. So the number becomes 44. And 5 8s are 40. 5 8s are 40, and we have to 5 8s are 40, isn't it? So we have to write this 5 here, and we have to subtract this 40 from 44. So we'll get answer 4, and bring this 2 again. So it becomes 42, isn't it? 42, and 5 8s are 40. Again 5 8s are 40. So we have to write this 5 here, and 5 8s are 40. 42 minus 40 is 2. So the remainder is 2. So we have to write the remainder here. Okay, this 955 is nothing but quotient, the answer. And the 2 is nothing but remainder. Is it clear? So in a single step, we have got the answer, isn't it? So only when the divisor is small and whose table we know, then only we can use this short division method. Okay, children? Is it clear? Short division method. So shall we do a long division method for this problem? Yes. Yes. So 7642 divided by 8. This is the format for long division method. So 7642 divided by 8. So first let's consider the first 2 digits of the dividend. So 76. So 9 8s are 72. So we have to 9 on the top, and we have to write this 72 here, and we have to subtract 72 from 76. So subtract 6 minus 2 is 4, isn't it? 6 minus 2 is 4. After 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, isn't it? So the answer will be 4, and bring down this 4 here. So the number becomes 44. The number becomes 44, and 5 8s are 40. 5 8s are 40, and we have to write this 5 on the top here, and we have to write this 40 here, and we have to subtract this 40 from 44. Okay, subtract 40 from 44. So 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So we cannot consider that one. So 4 minus 0 is 4, and bring down this 2 here. So the number becomes 42. And again 5 8s are 40. We cannot take 6 8s are. 6 8s are 48. So we cannot take, which is greater than 42. Isn't it? Which is greater than 42. So we cannot subtract 48 from 42. Isn't it? So we cannot take 6 8s are 48. So we can take 5 8s are 40. So we have to write this 5 on the top, and we have to write this 40 here, and we have to subtract this 40 from 42. So 2 minus 0 is 2, and there is no number here, so the 2 is the remainder, and this 955 is quotient. So we have got the same answer in short division method and long division method, isn't it? So we can use the short division method only when the divisor is small and whose table we know. Then only we can use this short division method. Otherwise, we can use this long division method. Is it clear, children? Yes. So shall we see one more example? Yes. The next example. 5486 divided by 13. 5486 divided by 13. So first let's see short division method, then we can do using long division method. Okay, children. So first we use short division method. So this is the format, L shape. So we have to write the dividend inside the L shape and divisor outside the L shape, left side corner. Okay. So first let's consider the first two digits of the number 54. 54. So 13 fours are 50. Yeah. First you should know the tables. Okay. 13 fours are 52. Okay. 13 fours are 52. So we have to write this 4 here, because this is the quotient place. This is the quotient place. Okay. We have to write this 4 here. And we have got 52. So we have to subtract this 52 from 54. Okay. We have to subtract this 52 from 54. It means 54 minus 52. The answer will be 2, isn't it? 2. So bring this 8 here. So the number becomes 28. The number becomes this 2. And bring this 8 here. So the number becomes 28. So 2 13s are 13 2s are 26. 13 2s are 26. So we have to put this 2 here below this dividend 2. And we have to subtract this 26 from 28. 28 minus 26. So after 26, 27, 28. So the answer is 2. And we have to bring the next digit, isn't it, of the dividend. So the next digit is 6. So we have to bring this 6 here. So the number becomes 26. The number becomes 26. Again 2 13s are 26. So we have to put this 2 here, and we have to subtract 26 from 26. 26 minus 26, 6, 0. So the remainder is 0. The remainder is 0. Is it clear? And quotient is 422. 422. Is it clear, children? So you should thorough with all the multiplication tables. Okay, children. Then only you can do this short division method. Then only you can use this short division method. Is it clear, children? Yes. So like the long division method, first you have to consider the first two digits of the dividend, and you have to write the quotients here. You have to write the quotients here, and instead of bring down this digit, you have to bring it to here. You can write the remainder here, and that is 54 minus 52 is 2, isn't it? So we can bring that 8 here, 28. So the number becomes 28. And 13 2s are 13 2s are 26. So we have to write this 2 here and subtract 26 from 28. So after 26, 27, 28. So we got the remainder as 2, and we have to bring the next digit of the dividend, isn't it? What is the next digit? It is 6, isn't it? So we have to bring this 6 here. So the number becomes 26. Again 13 2s are 26. So 26 minus 26 is 0. So 0 is the remainder, and we have to put this 2 here. So quotient is 422. Is it clear, children? Yes. So next one is long division method. You all know, isn't it? So the dividend is 5486 and divisor is 13. So consider first two digits of the dividend, isn't it? 54, and 13 4s are 52, and we have to put this 4 on the top, and we have to subtract 52 from 54. Okay, and 4 minus 2 is 2, and we have to bring down this 8 here. So the number becomes 28, and 13 2s are 26, isn't it? 13 2s are 26. So we have to write this 2 here on the top, and we have to write this 26 here, and we have to subtract this 26 from 28. 8 minus 6 is 2, and we have to bring down this 6, next digit here, ones digit. So the number becomes 26. Again 13 2s are 26. So we have to write this 2 on the top here and 26 here. So subtract 26 minus 26, which is 0. So we'll get the remainder as 0 and quotient as 422. Is it clear, children? Yes. Shall we move on to the next one? Yes. So next one is division of a number by 10, 100 and 1000. If the divisor is any of these three, or 10, 100 and 1000, then it will be very easy to write the answer. In a single step we can write the answer. So how to write? See, to divide a number by 10, write the ones digit of the number as remainder and the other remaining digits as quotient. To divide a number by 10, write the ones digit of the number as remainder. So we need not divide, isn't it? If the divisor is 10, then we need not divide. We can straight away write the remainder as the ones digit. Okay, and the remaining digits will be quotient. Okay, if the divisor is 10, 100, 1000 like that, so we need not divide. We can straight away write the answer, quotient and remainder. If the divisor is 10, then the remainder is the ones digit of the dividend. Okay, if the divisor is 10, then the remainder is ones digit of the dividend, and the quotient is the remaining digits of the dividend. Is it clear, children? If the divisor is 10, 100, 1000 like that, then we need not divide. We can straight away write the answer. Is it clear, children? Yes. If the divisor is 10, then the remainder is the ones digit of the dividend, and the quotient is remaining digits of the dividend. See, for example, here 826. So this is the number 826 divided by 10. Divided by 10. If any number divided by 10, then the remainder will be the ones digit, isn't it? The remainder will be ones digit. Here ones digit is 6. So 6 is the remainder. We can straight away directly write the answer. We need not divide. And the remaining digits, how many digits may be? The remaining digits, all the digits will be quotient. Here only 2 digits are there. So these 2 digits are quotient, 82. So 82 will be the quotient. So shall we check? Is it correct or not? Yes. So shall we divide using long division method? Then we can check this one is correct or wrong. So 826 divided by 10, isn't it? So consider first 2 digit of the dividend. It is 82. So 8 tens are 80. We have to subtract this 80 from 82. 2 minus 0 is 2. And we have to bring down this 6. So the number becomes 26. So 2 tens are 20. And we have to subtract this 20 from 26. 6 minus 0 is 6. So the remainder is 6. And the quotient is 82, isn't it? Here 82. And ones digit is the remainder and the remaining digits are quotient. So it is very easy, isn't it? If the divisor is 10, then ones digit of the dividend is the remainder and the remaining digits of the dividend is quotient. Is it clear, children? Yes. So next one. To divide a number by 100, write the number formed by the tens and ones digits as remainder and the other remaining digits are as quotient. So here 100. If the divisor is 100, so we are having 2 zeros, isn't it? So we have to consider 2 digits as remainder. What are tens and ones digit? Okay, the number formed by the tens and ones digit as remainder and the remaining digits will be quotient. Is it clear? If the divisor is 10, then the ones digit is the remainder. But if the divisor is 100, the number formed by tens and ones digit of the dividend is remainder. Is it clear, children? And the remaining digits will be quotient. Is it clear? See one example. 2714 divided by 100. So the divisor is 100. So we can take tens and ones digit of the dividend as remainder. And the remaining digits are quotient. The remaining digits as quotient. Is it clear, children? If the divisor is 10, then the ones digit will be remainder. Remaining digits will be quotient. If the divisor is 100, then the number formed by tens and ones digit will be remainder and the remaining digits will be quotient. So imagine if the divisor is 1000. Think and tell me the answer. If the divisor is 10, then the ones digit will be remainder. If the divisor is 100, then tens and ones digit will be remainder. If the divisor is 1000, then what will be the remainder? So we have to add the next digit also. So from hundreds digit, isn't it? From hundreds digit. So shall we move? Yes. To divide 1000, write the number formed by hundreds, tens and ones digits as remainder and the remaining digits as quotient. So it is very easy, isn't it? So see the example, 3807 divided by 1000. So from hundreds, this is the hundreds place, isn't it? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So if the divisor is 1000, so the number formed by hundreds, tens and ones as remainder. So 807 will be the remainder and 3 is the quotient. 3 is the quotient. Is it clear, children? Yes, if the divisor is 10, then one's digits will be a remainder, remaining digits will be quotient. If the divisor is 100, then the number formed by tens and ones digit will be remainder and the remaining digits will be quotient. If the divisor is 1000, then the number formed by hundreds, tens, ones will be remainder and the remaining digits will be quotient. So we need not divide. We can straight away write the answer. Is it clear, children? Yes. So shall we move on to the next one? Yes. Division when dividend and divisor end with zeros. Division when dividend and divisor end with 0. So see, when the dividend and the divisor both end with zeros, cancel the common number of zeros from both and then divide. This is called the cancellation method. This method is called cancellation method. See, for example, suppose 3000 divided by 500. Both dividend and divisor end with zeros, isn't it? If the numbers are like that, what we have to do? We have to cancel the common number of zeros from both. We have to cancel the common number of zeros. So how many zeros are common? Here we have 2 zeros and we have 3 zeros. So common number of zeros are 2, isn't it? Here also 2. So we have to cancel common number of zeros and then we can divide. So the number becomes 30 divided by 5. 30 divided by 5, and after dividing we have to add this zeros. How many zeros we have cancelled here? 2 zeros, isn't it? So after dividing we have to add this zeros to the quotient. So how many zeros we have cancelled? So we have to add the number of zeros we have cancelled. Okay, children? So this method is called cancellation method. This method is called cancellation method. So instead of dividing 3000 by 500, we can cancel common number of zeros and then we can divide 30 by 5. It is very easy, isn't it? So to make the division simple, we use this cancellation method. Okay, children? So shall we see one example? Then only you will be clear. See the example. 83,400 divided by 5,000. 83,400 divided by 5,000. So both the dividend and the divisor end with zeros, isn't it? The dividend also end with zeros and divisor also end with zeros. So we can use cancellation method. What is cancellation method? So we have to cancel the common number of zeros. We cannot cancel all the zeros. We have to cancel the common number of zeros. Okay. So if we cancel this 0, we have to cancel this 0 also. So dividend, divisor, dividend is 83,400 and divisor is 5,000. And now we are going to cancel the common number of zeros. Okay. If we cancel a 0 in the divisor, then we have to cancel the 0 of dividend. Again, here one more 0 is there. Here also one more 0. So we can cancel this 0 and this 0. Hereafter we cannot cancel zeros because here there is no zeros, isn't it? But here we have 0, but here we don't have any more zeros. So we cannot cancel. So we have to divide this 834 by 50. Okay, children? Is it clear? Please remember we have to cancel the common number of zeros only. We cannot cancel all the zeros. Okay? So we are getting 834 divided by 50. Okay, so let's divide this number using long division method. 834 divided by 50. So let's consider first two digits of the dividend. So 83. So 51s are 50 and 52s are 100, which is more than this 83. So we cannot take that. So we can take 51s are 50. 51s are 50. So we have to write on the top, this one on the top, and we have to write this 50 here. So we are going to subtract this 50 from 83. Okay, children? So 3 minus 0 is 3 and 8 minus 5 is 3. And we have to bring down this 4. We have to bring down this 4. So the number becomes 334. 334. And 50 into 6. 56 are 300. 56 are 300. We cannot take 57s are. 57s are 350s, which is more than this 334. So we cannot take 50 into 7. So we can take 56 are 300. 56 are 300. So we have to write this 6 on the top and we have to write this 300 here. And we are going to subtract this 300 from 334. So subtract 4 minus 0 is 4. 3 minus 0 is 3. And 3 minus 3 is 0. So there is no digit here to bring down. So let's stop here because 34 is less than 50. So we cannot divide. 34 is less than 50. We cannot divide. So let's stop here. So the remainder is 34 and the quotient is 16. Quotient is 16. So we'll get 16. And how many zeros we have cancelled? We have cancelled 2 zeros, isn't it? Here we have cancelled 2 zeros here. Here we have cancelled 2 zeros. So we have to add this 2 zeros. See? Thus the quotient is 16 and the remainder is, here we have got 34, isn't it? But we have cancelled 2 zeros, isn't it? So we have to add this 2 zeros to the remainder. You have to add this 2 zeros to the remainder. Is it clear? So the quotient will be 16 and the remainder will be 3400. 3400. Is it clear? So thus the quotient is 16 and the remainder is 3400. So have you all understood, children, this cancellation method? So we have to cancel only the common number of zeros. We cannot cancel all the zeros. And after cancelling, we are going to divide the number. We have to divide the number, and in the last step, we have to add the number of zeros we have cancelled to the remainder. Okay, don't forget to do that. We have to add the zeros. the number of zeros we have cancelled to the remainder in the last step. Is it clear? So shall we see one more example? Yes. See the next example. 5300 divided by 400. So dividend is, see the solution, dividend is 5300 and divisor is 400. So we are both dividend and divisor end with zeros. Both dividend and divisor end with zeros. So we have to cancel the common number of zeros, isn't it? So if we cancel this 0, then we have to cancel 1 0 in dividend also. And again here also 1 0 is there, here also 1 0 is there. So we can cancel this 0 and this 0, and no more zeros are there here, and here also no more zeros are there. So we have to divide this 53 by 4. So we are going to divide this 53 by 4 using long division method. Okay. So 53, 4. So here we need not consider the first 2 digits, because the first digit itself greater than the divisor 4, isn't it? Here the first digit itself greater than the divisor, so we can take the first digit itself. Is it clear, children? Yes. So 5. 4 ones are 4. 4 ones are 4. So we have to write this 1 on the top, and we have to write this 4 here, and subtract 4 from 5. 5 minus 4 is 1, and we have to bring down this 3 here. So the number becomes 13. 13, isn't it? And then 4 3s are 12. 4 3s are 12, and we have to write this 3 on the top, and we have to write this 12 here, and subtract 12 from 13. Subtract 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, and there are no more digits here to bring down. So shall we stop? So the quotient is 13, and the remainder is, here we have got 1. And how many zeros we have cancelled? We have cancelled 2 zeros, isn't it? So we have to add that 2 zeros to the remainder. So the remainder becomes 100. Is it clear, children? Don't forget to add the zeros to the remainder. Then only your answer is correct. Okay, children? Thus the quotient is 13 and the remainder is 100. So have you all understood, children? So keep practicing. Keep doing all the problems, then only you will be thorough with the division, and before that be thorough with the multiplication tables, then only you can do this division. Multiplication is very, very important for solving this division problems. Okay, children? So see you in the next class, children. Thank you.